2025. And this flies in the logic of what Caesars Entertainment recently said, which is that they're running at 95% for the first little bit of the year. But I think there's a bit of a hiccup coming. I think it's going to be a bug. This is midweek, right? Tuesday. Now here we are, world famous Las Vegas Strip. Where's everybody? 6 o'clock. It's time when everybody would go and get dinner, go to a show, be transporting themselves from place to place. And the Strip is relatively dead. One of the things that I know about the stats for February, or March, that is that Californians came here 5.7% up versus last year. One of the things I also know is that, by all accounts, many states are at their breaking point in terms of gas prices. The breaking point for gas is where demand destruction starts to kick in. People start to carpool. People start to take Uber and Lyft, public transportation. They can't stop scheduling trips to drive to places like Vegas. And if our gas prices don't get under control, we're going to see a summer like nobody else has ever seen. So I just thought I would make that the thesis of today's video. I'm going to do a full video on that tomorrow. Today's video production was not good. It was not good. And I had to scuttle it so I could be here with you today. I thought I would do a live stream in place and explore like what's happening on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, because the general consensus, if you go on X and different various platforms where people post, is that Vegas isn't dead. Everybody is lying to you. But the reality is, as I said this in my video yesterday, the Vegas weekends are just fine. Everything is great. But it's when you get out here and see what it looks like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that things look very different. We'll go to your comments. How you guys doing? Just keep swimming. Yay. Hello, everyone. Let's go to Vegas. And God's got this. That's right. You got my course last night, Arliss. Thank you so much, bro. Looks busy. Nice to have a stream. Yep. Thanks for the live stream. Bring back the old days. I need to get food tonight, so we're going to go to Five Guys so I can get my beef burgers going on. And we're going to explore what should be a busy casino. I would imagine that the Venetian is going to be a busy casino. But I don't know. It's a lot of Europeans here today. That's another thing. But I don't know. What is your take on things? Leave me a comment. Hello, new follower, Carl Roth the First. How you doing, Carl? This is a different type of stream than you'll ever see on any Vegas channel. I've been pushing my content away from here's what you got to do in Vegas. It's the best new thing, because I don't do those things. I've been here 22 years. I find it fascinating to tear into the city and use it as a case study on America. I have another channel that I run too that the people in my course know about. Why do people think a crash is impossible when it's happened over and over again throughout history? Well, we have this, I call it going back to the boat. You know, we go back to the boat. In the Bible, after Jesus was crucified, Peter, there's a story at the very first part. So you got to remember, and I'm just giving you history. Like, if you guys don't believe in Jesus, that's okay. Pray for you, but I'm not preachy, but I'm going to teach you something that's an interesting thing. And when I say this to you, and I'm going to tell you about this, y'all are going to go, wow, I know somebody just like that. So can you tolerate it? Let me know if you can tolerate it. Because when I tell you this story from the Bible, and then I tell you, do you know somebody like that? You're going to say, yes, I do know somebody like that. So in the story of the Bible, Jesus is getting his followers, you know, the 12 disciples. And then one of them is Peter, and he's a fisherman, and he sucks at fishing. And back in the day, the Romans would come in, and they would let people, yeah, you can go ahead and be Jewish, but you got to pay us lots of taxes. And Peter could never pay his taxes for his fishing business or whatever. And so he was going further and further into the hole. And so they make like one last effort to try to catch him some fish so he can stay out of debtor's prison, because that was a thing back then. Jesus comes on the scene and gives a sermon right by his boat. And then he's like, hey, can we go out and you know, can you pull me out on the boat? And so Peter's like, sure, whatever. He's like, I'm going to jail tomorrow. What do I care? That dog is Pikachu, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at that. Can I just like look at that? Yes, that's a Pikachu. How long does that take to do?
Huh?
How long does that take to do for that little one?
In total, like 13 hours.
13 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. That's rad. And he's even got like a dad shirt on. I love it.
Yeah.
That's got the party animal shirt. What's his or her?
Platform you shooting?
I'm on YouTube. What's his or her name?
Oh, his name is Zaza.
Zaza. Zaza's like too much stimulation. That's awesome, man. Good work.
Zaza the Pikachu dog.
Zaza the Pikachu dog, everybody.
World famous pug.
World famous. So Peter's like, yeah, whatever, Rabbi. You're the rabbi. I respect you. And then Jesus is like, let's go fishing. And then he's like, this is never going to work. And then so the first part of the story, Peter's a terrible fisherman. Jesus saves his butt, keeps him out of jail. There's a miracle of the fish. Jesus is like, hey, you want to follow me around for 4 years? Peter's like, yeah, whatever. You're a miracle worker. And then flash forward after Peter gets crucified. What does he do? Like, Jesus gets crucified, pardon me. Peter is so despondent that he does the one thing that's comfortable to him. He goes right back to the boats, right back to the thing he was terrible at, because it's what he knew. It's what he knew. It's what he knew. So I think what happens is, to answer your question, and the first question I have for you is, do you know anybody like that? Anybody who gets adversity and goes right back to their bad habits? Possibly it's you, and you don't have to admit if it's you. Do you know anybody like that? I bet you do. I bet you do. And say yes in the chat if you know anybody like that. So to go back to the question that was asked, saying it was about people predicting, no. Why do people think a crash is impossible when it's happened over and over throughout history? Because we have this proclivity in our brains to like stay in a certain mindset and a frame. And I think we always go back and we romanticize the past. And, so what we do is we romanticize the past, we villainize the present in a lot of cases. Let's say you're going through stuff in your life, you have to have discernment. I learned that through church. You have to have discernment to understand what's actually in front of you, to know. And it's kind of like being in you're like being in a horrible snowstorm. The snowstorm is not going to last forever. You may be right on the edge of the snowstorm. It actually might be tapering off. But the snowstorm has been so bad for so long that you can't see anything but heavy snow, even though the snow is tapering off. So you gotta have hope that it's gonna get better in the future. I have hope it's gonna get better in the future. Lonnie Grace, thank you. What did Lonnie Grace say? Oh, okay, 100%. I wish gas were that cheap here. It is upwards of $6 plus. We all have bad habits and we all go back to them when things are not working. Hey, Martin, thank you. Please don't send me super chats, guys. I don't want your super chats, but Martin, that's nice of you. Martin's been watching me for years and years, so that's cool. So I appreciate you, Martin, sending a super chat out. But you don't have to pay me for these. I'm here. It's marketing and publicity for what I'm doing with 1K a day and stuff like that. Those who forget history are condemned to repeat it. That's also very true. We walk right back into the traps, don't we? I mean, look what's happening in Iran right now. It's crazy. So we knew better and we did it anyways, don't you know? Meanwhile, most people right now are thinking that the economy is getting worse in the next 6 to 9 months. Do you in the chat think the economy is getting worse in the next 6 to 9 months? Tell me in the comments. Let me turn my focus mode on to my streaming mode so we don't get interrupted here. We are on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, so let me know in the chats about that. I got gas for $1.69, Taco Bell. Oh, that's funny dad joke. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about on this stream right here. That's good. Who's we? I don't speak French. Okay. No, you don't think it's going to be bad? You think it's going to get better? Do you think it's going to be better or worse? Type a B for better or W for worse in the next 6 to 9 months. I'd love to hear your opinions on stuff and see where your mindset is on all these things. Present moment, consciousness, perspective. You go back to your life the way you want and you do things what you want. And you don't rely on the ego as there are two separate divide black and. Okay. Definitely doesn't answer the question. You mean you think it's definitely going to go downhill in terms of prices and inflation and everything, or you think it's definitely going to get better? So we have one better. We have A worse, a worse, a better, a worse, a worse. Hey, Stephen, what's happening? Hi, Lamont. We have a worse, and a better. Okay. So that kind of tracks with consumer sentiment too. You know, because this place here is like the ultimate discretionary place, discretionary spending. When people are sitting on their cash right now, like they're hoarding their cash, especially in the upper part of the economy. If you're not, you call them AA people, affluent asset holders, then you're sitting here, you're living a different type of life. You know, and that's what people don't seem to fully understand. Better for people to see the crash, ask Michael Burry. Of course, things are going to get better in the future, but things have to happen first. Trump has to be taken out of office and things will zoom upwards. Did you hear Caitlyn Jenner has a new book out? No, I'm not going to read your dad jokes. I love you, though. I'm looking great. I'm on, 22 days. I'm back on the carnivore diet. I had to, cut my food addiction. I gained some muscle in 60 days. I did a bodybuilding bunk. Tesla will be the next big thing out there, and they will take over remaining oil markets and slowly but surely take them over. Yeah, I'm sure eventually everything changes. You know, oil will be gone someday, but it's not going to be gone anytime soon. I mean, just what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz is a stark reminder of how important oil is for the entire global economy. What's up, Mr. Duffy? Cash and inflation equals zero. You know, the Reagan administration, I don't play partisan, just so you guys know. I'm just giving you historical things that happened and happened to be that the Reagan administration did this thing. When they inherited stagflation from the 1970s from the Carter administration, I think they did some kind of, I don't know how they did it exactly, but they talked to the banks and they kind of convinced people to open up on cash and spend more money in the economy. Because you're right, cash that sits there serves no purpose. Money has to move. Money has to move. It doesn't mean you should spend ludicrous amounts of money, but if you sit on a $20 bill and hold it and clench it, the $20 bill goes down in value over time. If you spend it on a service, put it back into the economy, invest it into something, it can grow over time. You have to learn your money. The modern world doesn't function without oil. I agree. Fossil fuels support 80%. Hi. How you doing? 80% of the world. Well, you need oil to make hummus. Oh, that's funny. This guy stopped right in front of my camera and started going through his wallet for some reason. I was like, do I know you? I don't know you. What's up there, Alex? Nice to see you, buddy. No, the tram is not getting worse. Did you lose something?
I thought I got something.
I found a $100 bill. Was it yours? No, I didn't find a $100 bill. I'm just joshing you. Yep. No, the trend is not getting worse. The oil markets are going to be the cause for concern, but they're not going to be as they once were. They would not have as much influence anymore due to the FAC. I don't know what that means. It's not going to get much better. I don't know that. Okay, so I prefer. Oh, jeez. So we got Wall Street Warlord in the chat. People are strange when you're a stranger. People are lonely when you're alone. So the oil thing is like this. Even if they open the Strait of Hormuz right now at 6:31 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and the war never happened and you snapped your fingers, the ripples of this are going to last for months and months and months. It's already hitting manufacturing indexes. Prices are up over a year ago right now on most things. Consumer electronics are in huge trouble. I read a report today that said that PCB manufacturing is going to take a dive because a facility that supplies those things was hit with a missile or something. It's just so ridiculous. And so you guys are going to be in that situation where you're going to see things like a pitcher plant. It's not a Venus flytrap. There's two types of there's more than two, I'm sure. Predatory plants. A pitcher, P-I-T-C-H-E-R plant, kind of looks like a water pitcher, and it attracts the fly into the bottom. The fly feasts on the nectar. Then when the fly struggles to get out, the pitcher plant recognizes this and it releases a type of enzyme that breaks down the fly from the outside in. It kills the fly. But it takes a while for the fly to gorge on the nectar. And then eventually the fly can't fly out. It doesn't know when it lost control, but it lost control and it suffers the fate of the same as the Venus flytrap. The Venus flytrap is quite different. Fly flies into the Venus flytrap. It's done. It's over with. We're not in a Venus flytrap economy right now. We're on a slow roll towards something. It's Niagara Falls syndrome. It's been high and flying for 3-4 years. COVID money everywhere you look. Stock market's great. Everything's good. Both the Biden administration and the Trump administration, they both tout the stock market as this means that we're doing better. Pam Bondi has the nerve to go in front of Congress. And when we're talking about the most abhorrent human being in the world and investigating people says, but the Dow is at 50,000. The Dow is at 50,000. Complete brain dead stupidity from these people. And you're sitting here, what are you doing about it? I want to know. How many of you guys work more than one job? That's a question I have for you. Anybody here working more than one job? Do you have a side hustle? Do you have a gig? You starting a business? Let me know. Laptops and e-scooter prices will rise. Everything has a PCB. This phone, this tablet, this watch, that phone, that gimbal that I'm using, this microphone that I'm using. Everything has it's a printed circuit board. It's that green thing that you see when you see the electronics that are broken. That's a printed circuit board. It runs the world. Explaining like I'm 5. I love it. Okay. Most of those plants come from around Wilmington, North Carolina. I did not know that, Mark. Small town America is always living the same way they've always had, and that's not changed. Okay. Lamont has more than one job. Okay. If you can invest in the stock market, you're doing pretty good these days, and those are the ones that are going to be investing in the future to make it all the better for the rest of us. How though? Let me ask you that question. How does it make it better for you if some hedge fund based in New York City made $100 million last month? Unless you're one of their clients, but you just said you can't invest in the stock market. You see what I mean? So how does that make your life better? I'm not challenging you. I legitimately want to know. How are you guys capitalizing on this stuff? Leonard, we don't get political anymore. I did that for a while, and it just polarizes people. I'll talk about Trump if it's a Trump thing we have to talk about. I'll talk about Obama if it's an Obama thing we have to talk about. But I'm not going to talk derisively or up or down towards any particular president. I just want to be neutral as I possibly can. Watch some iPhone tutorials like you suggested. Yeah, there you go, Mark. Easy phone once you learn it. Stock market bubble. Well, everything's overpriced and everything is flying high and mighty right now, that's for sure. Everything. Why do you say your course is 90% off when it's never been full price? 50% off would be more believable for marketing. That's a great question, T. Chris. It's something I've been debating. When I launched my course, I launched it completely. I have a course called 1K a day. You guys may not know this. And what it is, it's all the years that I spent losing in the markets to be able to show you guys how it functions and how it's 100% possible to go in and understand about 3 or 4 simple things, click some buttons. I'm not some fake guy posing next to a Ferrari that he rented. I'm not trying to tell you guys you make 5 or 10 grand a day. I'm telling people that it's realistic. If they want to go in, they can make $100 here, $200 there, hit their base hits. I got one guy that made $3,000 withdrawal. Every time his account was over $250, he would just withdraw the money and get it same day. So when I started that and I launched it back in September 16th, I had no content. I had 1 video, and then on the 17th I had 2, and then on the 18th I had 3, and I think you see where I'm going with this. So I priced it at 90% off. Unfortunately, right now, I'm being very candid with you. I backed myself into a corner now. And it's like the economy is bad right now for what I do in particular. People are not spending as highly on courses as they used to. They're making much more selective decisions with their money because of all the reasons we just talked about, right? So now I backed myself into a corner. My plan the entire time was to raise the price, right? $249, $275, $300, $400, $500, $1,000. It's worth $2,000 retail. So now what I've got to do is just basically limit it every video, sell it for $199 until I just literally can't afford to do that anymore. There's a couple of reasons for this. Number one is because I love you guys and because honestly, it's helping people. I've created several of my students, there's 1,200 of them, have created 6-figure type incomes for themselves. And they bought it, they didn't do it for 2 or 3 years. Like they've literally, I've seen the proof, I've seen the withdrawals, I've seen their slips. they've created six-figure incomes for themselves. They're making $2,500, $3,000 a week, 15 minutes a day. That's crazy. So I want to give it to as many people as I possibly can. That's the other thing too. And so I backed myself into a corner on this. And if I'm being completely candid, I'd prefer that I guess if I say, well, I want to help more people with this, okay, we're just going to do it at that price, and that's what we're going to do it at, I guess. It sucks for me because I think it's worth a lot more, and I got to pay the bills on the platform I host it on. But it is what it is. So, yeah, that's a great question. It's a very loaded one that I've been thinking about for a long time because I know it's worth more than it's worth. Got people making $3,000 withdrawal. One guy made, what did he make? $5,000 one day. Next day he made $2,000. Like, come on, don't tell me it's not worth it. It's worth it. Anyway, speaking of which, I do have a coupon code for you guys. If you guys want to get the course today, while I still have space for it today, I will give it to you for a special price. We'll just call it a flash sale again. See if it lasts this time. We'll call it 427. That'll be the code. So there you go. What a loaded question. I love your loaded questions, though, because it helps me to be open and honest with you guys, and that's it. And for me, I'm happy that they're making all that money. I need them to make more than me. It means that I did a good job on it. Does anyone ever lose money? Yes, of course. Absolutely. 100%. YouTube listens to all of my chats. Every word that comes out of my mouth, YouTube knows what I'm saying. I will tell you flat out, of course people lose money in the markets. All the time. Now, when you do things my way, with my course, you use what are called prop firms, which brings your risk to like almost non-existent. Nothing is without risk. But with a prop firm, you pay $100 when you're at that point. You don't do that right away. You're going to do months and months of practice and learning in most cases. Some people rush it. You're going to go in paper trading for a while, and then you're going to get to a point where you spend $100 on the prop firm I recommend, and you pass their test, which is just earning a certain mark in the profit target in the markets, and then you can get to actually making money. If you lose a $100 account, it's a lot better than losing a $2,000 cash account. I'll tell you what about that. So I tell people all the time, most people shouldn't trade the markets unless they have a ready-made thing in front of them and they can actually understand what they're doing and teach people in the course. So pick it up. That's why I don't want you guys to super chat me. I'd rather that you guys save up your super chats, buy a copy of 1K, learn it, make something good for yourself. Let's go to 5, guys. I gotta eat. Should be relatively dead out here. People can get the same courses for free. That's why it seems like you're not spending. That's bullshit, Carl. You're full of it. I don't mind to call out the bullshit when I see it, Carl. Complete and utter trash what you just said. No, you can't, Carl. You absolutely can't. You can spend 2 years trying to get everything for free, Carl. You're right. Mm-hmm. You can also make a hamburger at your house, or you can come here and you can go to Bobby Flay, or you can go to well, Bobby Flay closed, but you can go to Gordon Ramsay and get a burger, you know. But complete utter hogwash what you just said. I shouldn't curse. I don't like to curse. I like to keep it PG-13. No, he's not trolling. That's the general thing that people that don't have money to spend, number one, or number two, they don't see the value in it. So Carl has no value in making money, I guess. If he wants to learn a skill, he'll learn a skill. You can also go to law school. Did you know that in California, wow, I sound old. In the California, like Arnold would say. Did you know that in California, you can take the state bar exam without going to law school? Carl, would you hire that person to represent you in a legal case? I passed the bar exam. Well, what school did you go to? Internet. Google. I used ChatGPT. I think it was right. Anyway, that's my... Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted the back ultra wide. There it is. That's my very candid thing of saying that I have to stop the sales, but I just at this point I want to open it up to as many people as I want, I guess, and it works for you guys. It doesn't work for me. I lose money on it, but no, I don't technically lose money on it, but I don't make what I think it's worth, and I'll eventually it start to hurt me because I have to pay for it. Can I deduct the $199 as a business expense? Brother, of course, if you wanted to, but you have to make money in the markets first. Then you can deduct anything trading related. It's got to be related to what your business is, and you know, when you're trading, you get a 1099 with these types of firms. We're gonna go over to Five Guys. Let me see if I have any other questions, though. I should answer your questions. I love that it's so bright out here and my camera looks so good. Added extra egg? No, I don't like eggs on my burger. Everyone wants to sell you their ideas and courses. Not everybody will pay for that. That's right, Carl. And so the course is not for you. You're not my customer. That's fine too. The course is only for people that want to actually learn something in a quick way that actually benefits them. It's not for people that want to go and hack it. And there's value in learning how to do it on your own, I guess. You can learn, but you won't. What'll end up happening is you'll learn 5 different ways to do the same thing, and it'll all get all muddied. I'd say go for it, TR says. Oh, thank you for the endorsement. If I have any students, give me a review. Yeah, we got a nice looking camera tonight. We got a nice looking app. This app does a really good job. I don't know if Five Guys has free peanuts. And the reason people aren't spending right now on that is because the economy is in shatters, it's in shambles. If you look at Shopify sellers? Shopify sellers right now, go over to the Reddit for Shopify. I'm sure it's just, shopify.reddit.com or whatever, and look at what Shopify people are going through. They are broke. They are incredibly broke right now. My sales are gone. I had to spend all this money on a new CRM, and I had to chase my customers down and harass them on abandoned carts and blah, 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 blah. It's tough right now. It really is. Whenever somebody wants the market to go up and it was going down with the same office, and if you want to go down, I was in Gosha Strategies from person. I don't know what you're talking about, Carl, but people who trade the futures markets don't really give a damn about what you do. It's about what JP Morgan does, or a $500 million ETF moves money. That's how the markets move. It's not about some little office somewhere. Unless you guys were managing $100 million, maybe you could move the markets. But most people can't move the markets. You drink whole milk? I don't drink any milk. Oh, Amazon Associates is a joke, Lamont. They told me that my account was canceled. They said, you are masking your links. I said, no, I am not. So I deleted all my short links last year. They said, your account is I said, no, it's not. Then they said, your account is canceled. Okay. Well, people are still using my Amazon affiliate link, so I guess it wasn't canceled. And I just got a $13 Amazon affiliates payment for 6 months of commission. It's a joke. Amazon doesn't need the help. Not at all. I bought the course and I love it. Steve has awesome videos that show you how to trade and not to trade. I strongly encourage anyone to buy the course, Don says. Thank you so much, Brent. It's damaging the platform. Yep. You might be allergic to milk protein. You mean, well, most people are allergic to milk lactose, milk sugars. So is it the lactose or is it the whey? Because milk protein is just whey protein, and generally most people tolerate that. I'm not saying it's not a thing. Some people are allergic to it, but most people have an intolerance to lactose, milk sugar. Lots of people will not spend money at all. They will find ways to learn. Yeah, I know. You know what's funny about that, Carl? This is why people hate trading. Because they think they have a way to trade. So they go and they buy a $2,000 cash account with Charles Schwab's Thinkorswim. And then they learn really, really fast that they don't have a way to trade. You know why? Because they lose $2,000. Then they put in another $2,000 and they lose $4,000. And by the time they lost $10,000, they're screaming at the top of their lungs that trading is a scam. When all they had to do was paper trade, which is practically free on TradingView. and then get a prop firm and do it properly and know what to look for, 3 or 4 things over and over on. It's the same thing every day. Every day is exactly the same, like Nine Inch Nails once said. No pressure to subscribe to anything without the course. With the course, you don't have to. You don't gotta buy anything in the course. The course, you can do a Christmas tree style, which is just red and green candles. There's some indicators. I'm launching a new product that I'm coding. You guys will like that if you're futures traders. I don't give a flying hoot about lawyers passing. Now, Carl, I love you because you're a contrarian. Carl, you go against the grain. I love you for that, buddy. You're the best. Some people are like that. What you say hot, they say cold. You say up, they say down. Carl's in here trying to kill my livelihood. I wish somebody would prove Carl wrong and buy a copy of 1K a day today for the low price of $1.99 before I gotta forcibly move the price up. William says, good show so far. Had a great day in the markets today. I hope you did too. Talk to you later. Thank you so much. Somebody want to prove Carl wrong? There you go. Yeah, now Carl's like super nice after I called him out. Love you, Carl. Carl with a K is a great name, by the way. It's unique. I like that. See, it's always busy at the Venetian. And trash just got in the moat. Hamburgers. Yeah. Thanks for the support, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, Jay Bravo's in the chats. Well, he's only here because I sent him the link. Hi, Jay Bravo. How are you? Let me answer you. Is that the only... Yes, that's the HDMI out. Why? Yeah, I'm not trying to downplay. Yes, you are. You're saying that you don't need to buy courses. You can go get everything Steven teaches you online for free, and it kills my sales. And I appreciate you, Carl, watching, but, you know, here's what it is. I think getting all the information, this is the way I look at everything in life, just so you know. I'm creating a new product right now, actually. It's taken me 6 hours to code it so far. I'm in Python. I've never done that before. It's working so good. Not really, giving me a headache. I ask myself a question, would I buy this same thing? I will never sell something that I wouldn't pay money for. If somebody could have handed me for $1.99 and said, do this, and it won't take you 2 bloody years to get your first payout, I would have done it in a heartbeat. That's the way I look at it. So, that's the way I see it, man. Oh my goodness. If I make 50 bucks every time I do a trade, and I do that 10 to 20. Good for you, brother. You should use AI to code it. Okay. Steven needs to walk by a casino playing some Toxic by Britney Spears. Do I understand that you're vibe coding your new product with AI, Bojack? I don't even know what half that stuff you just said means. I know what AI is. Big Ben replica? No, this is all this stuff is Venice, Italy, bro. The Venetian. Happy day. Venice, Italy, dude. Perfect weather out here, though. I follow Shopify stock and has fallen from $242 a share to $153. Well, there you go. You know why? Because competition, Shopify sellers aren't happy, lots of fraud, lots of chargebacks. Globally, the economy is down. You get less people buying Shopify plans. You can get Shopify as a free plugin, can't you? Yeah, there it is again, right? Shopify's free, free, free. A lot of people are going to the department store, but they're only buying. Yeah, exactly. Like the video of you and Bravo cruising the strip in the Lambo. Maybe someday we'll do that again. Maybe someday we'll do that again. He's probably gone by now. Pardon me, he's got rich guy stuff he has to do. Do you think this guy's hair color and his beard is real color? I don't think so. Whoa, we're already at 5 guys.
Check out my fabulous figure now at the Dang Crystal.
Futures markets are great now, but let's face it, it's not time for everyone. Buddy, most people quit before they can get to the promised land anyways. It's the sad thing about it. Somebody asked what this is. This is the Hard Rock. You can see the casino being built out here. This is gonna open before you know it. It's kind of wild. It takes money to make money. Yeah, you gotta train yourself up, man. My new screen needs a plug. So this is 5 guys here. I feel like I should go in there, but I feel like I've already sat for too long with you guys. So maybe we'll close out the strip with 5 guys tonight. I was hungry when I came in, but it's kind of blunted now. Amazon started adding a 3% surcharge to stuff that's not shipped and sold by Amazon. Did you guys know that? They're already paying 3% more on Amazon because of fuel. I'm going to turn my noise isolation on because it's just got really loud out here. Let me see here. There you go. What's the schedule for live streams? No, I'm doing them usually Saturdays and Sundays, but today I didn't get a proper piece of content out today. I had some errors and things I had to deal with, so I'm out here now. You guys are saying there's no audio? Maybe for half a second there wasn't audio. Should have audio though. I don't know why you wouldn't. Let me check my own stream on my phone here. Is there no audio? Wow. Yeah, I guess there's no audio. Hold on. Now there's audio. Okay. Now there should be better audio. Hopefully. See if it came back. You have audio? There's audio now. I can't hear it on my phone. That is so bizarre. Why is it not? It should be playing. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get annoyed by all this. What about the idea? Yeah, I don't hear audio on my end. Let's keep going, I guess. Click off, then audio will come back. Audio's fine with and without sound. Suppression. Got louder when you changed, you did, but it's good right now. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I don't know why it's... Click off and on, I'll try that. Yeah, there it is. Good. Super good. Thank you, guys. Audio got louder. Okay, so what was it about me and Jay Bravo? What about the idea of me and Jay Bravo riding bikes? I'm not a finance channel, so I can't do work with him. I asked. It'd be great. He's got like 250,000 subscribers. Of course, my hobo ass asked if I could be on his channel, but he only does like finance guys. He had this guy named Neil on the other day, who's pretty cool. Some little limey guy. Limey. Love that term. So I'm not big enough, and I'm not a finance guy, so that's all good. No problem. Lake Las Vegas gets hot as hell in the summer. Yeah, Lake Las Vegas is pretty far away.
For every
It's true.
$100 of loss.
Is it a good community? Yeah, you probably can't afford it. It's a beautiful community.
We come to you and get you
I say that unless you can buy a $3 million home, I mean, go to Lake Las Vegas. But it's one of the nicest neighborhoods in town. I'm not gonna take $10 to go to a I don't do that. Why would? I'm not some little for rent prostitute gonna go to Lake Las Vegas for $10 and disrupt their lives. First of all, there's security, private security all over that place. They're actually building islands in Lake Las Vegas right now. Secondly, I don't need $10 that bad that I'm going to drive across town and disrupt everything so I can go show people something that nobody cares about and get no views. I'm not insulted that you said that, but you should understand where I'm coming from. I don't need your money. I tell you not to give me super chats. Please don't super chat me. Save it for somebody else that has like a full day job and doesn't do stuff full time on YouTube, you know? No, I don't talk to any other Vegas influencers. I'm not a Vegas influencer. I'm an economics channel that's based in Vegas. And I'm just saying that out loud now. It's taken me years to actually get to that point where I could say things like that. But it's true. I'm not a fit with their content, which is fine. You know, I feel like having a cooking channel go on a channel that's dedicated to reviewing power tools. It's not really a fit. I knew you would call me out. No, it's influencer is a word. I mean, it's like I'm an influencer. I'm just a different type of influencer. I used to get offended at that word. I don't anymore. It's true. It's what we are.
Have a rewards card. If you don't have a card.
Saw a report that some of the houses they built on Lake Las Vegas are literally sinking. Yep. Yeah, new home builds are BITCH a lot of the time. You got to be very careful. Get your inspection.
Use your first 20 while
They're
using
building
your
islands,
card,
actually.
and you'll get that 20 right back in free
Lake Las
play
Vegas. They're building
credits.
islands to put more houses out there. I was there a few weeks ago, just scoping it out. It used to be that you could go there and park and find a place and chill.
Increase
I couldn't
the
find any
odds.
parking. It's all
Use your
private
club
parking
card
now.
while playing any machine. And should you lose, we will help your odds by immediately reimbursing your club account with $20 in player payback free play credits. To get you started, you'll earn $20 in
I
player
lost my sandals.
payback for your first 20 loss.
You can't. There's no bedrock out here, brother. Just sand, sand and stone. Lots of rocks under the ground in Vegas. A ton more than you would think. So yeah, we can't exactly build on bedrock in this town. New home builds are bad for that. I had an uncle up in Taylorsville, Utah, and he had that same problem with the house that he built. Brand new home. Back in the day, it was worth about $750,000. That was 20 years ago. It'd be worth over $2 million now. And they were trying to form a class action lawsuit with all of the people who bought houses in that area because the houses were sinking into the sand. Like, you got to be careful when you go for new home construction because it can be a major issue for you. You get your own home inspection. I had 1.5 to 2 million for a house in Las Vegas or anywhere in Nevada. What would you suggest? Anywhere. I mean, I'd probably not spend the whole thing on one. I'd buy a condo to rent out to somebody, pay a management company to manage it, and then I would spend the rest on a house towards the west side probably. I like the west side a little more than Henderson. I gather you have not had much success in your own trading career. Sorry you felt the need to sell your cars for $199. See, Carl, this at 18, like means gonna drop by 18 feet. That's crazy. Hey, if you guys want to be the antithesis to Carl, you can go see my course and stuff. You can go and get a good deal on it right now, $199. It's the only price you'll ever pay. Click the link, enter code 427, and you guys can get in and be a student and own it for life. Let's go keep on exploring, guys. I like the punk music they're playing over at Casino Royale. It's a nice change of pace. I wasn't expecting a flash sale. I would have lost on Kalshi. Is there a Kalshi on when Steven gonna increase his price? I don't understand the haters. Yeah, who cares? Living in Nevada would give me $6 million more in retirement because the RMDs and the state taxes looking to buy a second primary. Yeah, just get with a good realtor, bro. I know realtors. I used to try to recommend them, but I don't bother anymore. I have my one friend who's fantastic and awesome. Let's take a look at this here. Jerry loves how thorough the course is. Thanks, buddy. That's the old and the new clashing right there, huh?
It's been on my board for...
She's streaming to TikTok probably. Really, you're trying to take advantage of the sale? It's not hard. If you want to, just go to the website. I'll show you how it works. Thanks for being honest about it if you are trying to take advantage of the sale. Just go to 1K a day, my website, 1kaday.diy. I'll show you how it works. And then you can find more. This is my site. There's a whole bunch of info on here. There's a whole video you can watch that explains it. There's a whole bunch of like course modules. But at any point, you can just click on the orange button and get instant access. And it'll take you straight to the checkout. And just put in the code 427. And when you put in 427, it brings the proper price of $2,000 down to $199. And then there's like PayPal, Apple Pay, Klarna Afterpay. I don't usually recommend those, but if it's like 4 payments of $50, you ain't gonna lose. You ain't gonna lose getting a $200 Klarna line of credit with them or whatever. Oh, we got the Cartzilla playing Anchovies. Nice. Wonder whose ingenious idea that was. It's really smart if you think about it. Instantly marketable. 1K a day is cheaper than a college course. Thanks, Rich. Feeling a little bit better after the hater. I didn't react to it. No reason to react. Don't let him see us sweat. I have feelings though. I'm a human being and I have feelings. So sometimes when people do those things, it gets to me. I'm a normal dude. Oh, we got cops. Let's go see what the cops are up to. Are you the student that Jay Bravo pats on your back on his show? I have no idea what you're even talking about. I watch Jay Bravo when I can. I comment on a lot of his videos because he's my friend. Lately, I can't watch him. He gives me too much of the conniptions. I feel like everything's... I know it's getting worse, but golly, he finds news that I can't ever figure. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, you should go subscribe. If you like the news, and you probably already know him because this channel is really big, but go subscribe to Jay Bravo. He's got a great channel, man. And he's like he's a funny guy. He's got a lot of comedy in his stuff. So go subscribe to Jay Bravo. I'll drop the link here. If you go subscribe, here's what I want you to do. You guys really want to help me out? Go subscribe to Jay Bravo, and then put Steven sent me. That would be hilarious if I had like 20 comments that said Steven sent me. That would blow my mind. You won't do it probably because it's too much to ask. But go to the Jay Bravo video I'm posting in the comments and say Steven sent me. And subscribe to him because if you like news updates, he does them every single day. I don't know how he churns out that many videos. I got tripped up today for the first time in months. We got 3 police officers out here. He's only ever been kind to me in friendship, so. Three cops, but ain't nothing going on. Maybe they were getting somebody stealing out of the liquor store. The main thing is I should have eaten before this stream, and if I go back and eat right now, it's going to take 30-40 minutes, and you guys don't want to see me eating Five Guys, so I'm just trying to truck on, and I don't have enough fat and calories right now. So do you guys like multi-level marketing? Are you guys a fan of multi-level marketing? Let me know. Do you like multi-level marketing? Yes or no? MLMs, do you think they're good or bad? No, I'm serious. I want to know what you guys think of multi-level marketing. These girls are hustling hard. There's nobody out here to hustle. They're gonna hustle me next. Like whatever, Avon, you know, Primerica, bad, no. Oh. There's a Vegas YouTuber that was heavily invested in one of those. That's all I will say. Made millions of dollars on them too. Yep. I'll tell you, there's a really big Vegas YouTuber that was involved in one. Blew my mind. I was gonna, back when I was like different, I was gonna do a video on it. I'm not doing a video on it. I don't want to stir the pot, so I'll just say that there's a Vegas YouTuber that was big in them. It wasn't me. I didn't make no millions multi-level marketing. I got sucked into a few of them, and then I learned my lesson. I had one that I really believed in. I can't even remember the name right now, and I ran it through the channel, and I used it, but, you know, I stopped doing that. I'm telling you, he looks like Johnny Bravo, yeah. Even drives a Lambo. There you go. Let's go inside Harris. They like to shoot first, ask questions later with this place, and they don't like people with cameras. Let's see if we can get in. Considering it's so busy tonight.
Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, my chest is a heavy bag. Lord have mercy, I'm burning the whole world up. Yeah, but your kiss is living behind you. Sweet stand up for you. Like my morning sky.
Do I know Marcus Pix? I met him once. He is a very interesting guy. I like his story, but Marcus Pix is a local guy in Vegas. Actually, I was playing this game the other day with somebody, and we were saying name people. Actually, it was with you guys. Name people who live in Vegas who have YouTube channels, but the channel is not related to Vegas. So that's the question for you guys. Name YouTubers that are famous that live in Vegas that their channel has nothing to do with Vegas. Marcus Pix is one of them. The Conservative Twins are another. Graham Stevenson or whatever. Stephen Graham. I don't know if I say his name backwards. He's another. Steak and Butter Gal. That was one from the last stream that somebody pointed out. The Y Files. He's a huge YouTube channel. He lives here in Vegas as well. Can you name some other channels that are Vegas based but don't have anything to do with Vegas? You want me to give $25 to karaoke? Why? Just like that? It's a news? What is that? JK News? Okay. My other channel passed 2,500 followers today in just 11 days. I can't think of any freaking reviews. All right. Art Bell, well, he wasn't a YouTuber, but he would have been the bomb. No, Stephen Graham, I believe, is Vegas, unless he moved to LA. I always thought he was a Vegas guy. Spencer Cornelia. Think Media, that's a big media company based in Vegas. They do YouTube stuff. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm going to have to put, actually, I do have to put a lesson up in my course for my students so they can see my new channel. I'm not going to sing. I'm not a singer. Jimmy LaFabra, known for his YouTube channel, Financial Education. Perez Hilton. Yeah, Perez found Jesus. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him. He was such a miserable guy for a long time, and now he's got a whole other outlet. Dayton Nay, okay, very cool. Lots of Vegas, lots of YouTubers in Vegas. Why do you think that is? Why don't you tell me? Oh, we had a sign up off of our video today for a new student. I guess that the troll was wrong. Thank you so much for becoming my student. When you get to that section for email me, say hello. You can tell me as much or as little about yourself as you want. Financial Education, almost 1 million subs. Nice. Super Butter Buns. Don't know that one. We have no state tax in Vegas. It's warm year round. I mean, people like it here. What can I tell you? We're in the Harrah's right now. Look how busy Pizza Cake is. Actually, thought they were closed for a minute, but they are not. They are actually open, believe it or not. That's a better view of the empty Tuesday night here in Vegas. Let's go back to your chats here. Lots of YouTubers in Vegas because homes are big. That could be it too. I mean, homes are big everywhere if you want them to be. Ha! No state tax for YouTubers. No state tax for anybody out here. If I'm out together, I live in Vegas. I got friends there, and it's close proximity to Los Angeles. What are your thoughts about living in Florida? We thought about living in Florida. My wife loves flora and fauna. You know, she loves plants. But I was watching a video. There's this YouTuber I watch. I won't say his name because it'll divide the channel. It's a political thing. And he was talking about what it's like to live in Florida. And like, you pay a lot to insurance because every so often God decides to come and blow everything over. And I like Florida though. I think it's a great state. The people are really nice and down to earth typically, unless you're in certain, like Miami is a little woo-hoo. So is Vegas. I like northern Florida personally. How much is property tax on a $2 million home? That is such a loaded question. You'd be best to ask an AI on that. And if I ran it past AI, it's going to tell me it's a loaded question. So let's just type in, how much is tax on a $2 million home in Las Vegas? We'll just ask it very basic, and it's going to give me 16 different answers. It's going to fall between $11,000 and $13,000 per year. Assessed value, tax abatements, 0.55 to 0.65 for long-term residents. Taxable value, assessed values, tax cap abatements. Like seriously, this is the answer that AI gave me, and it's this long. So it depends on what part of the valley you live in. It departs, you know, Henderson has different tax than Vegas. There's a different tax in North Las Vegas. Has different tax than Boulder City. Has different tax than the city of Las Vegas, and then you have state tax and yada yada yada. So you gotta like go on Zillow, look up the address. It should tell you approximately what the actual taxes might be. I bought the course under a different email. Oh, okay. R.L. Craig 59. Okay, I appreciate it. I don't see your email here on YouTube, just so you guys know. I don't see anybody's email on YouTube. I don't have any way of knowing who you are except for your username. If you bought the course today, I haven't seen it come in yet. I see somebody else before. Florida here. I love Florida. I went to, we went to, what's the capital? No, I am so dumb. We went to the state capitol though. And then we drove down to Orlando. I liked Orlando, but I hated the traffic. I thought this is like a major issue here. Like, this is retarded. And I shouldn't use that word. I'm trying not to use offensive words, not because I'm a woke snowflake, but because I care about people's feelings. Did you hear Claude went rogue and deleted a company's entire database? Yeah, well, I've seen Claude do some terrible things. I use Claude every day, but I've seen Claude AI do some terrible stuff. Part of the problems with Claude is that people make it agentic, and agentic AIs can run roughshod over your business. It's very bad. Is it Jacksonville? Yeah, we went there. You hear? Okay, Tallahassee. Thank you. It was Tallahassee, and we drove from Nashville, Tennessee, down through Alabama, and then we went through northern Florida into Orlando. It was very nice. Very beautiful place. Got to see the state capitol. We went to Austin, Texas. That was fun. We took a few trips. That was when I was working with my old magazine job, and I nearly quit YouTube back then in 2023. 2023, man, did all the trips. Didn't have a good head on my shoulders. I let somebody else lead me. Not good. Don't do that. Don't let other people lead you. We talked about this on our Sunday stream. We did like 35 minutes of deep psychological stuff. you don't know which word is. I just read how they're trying to integrate Claude into some animation workflows. Bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. Who wins, Elon or Sam Altman? Neither. I don't like either. I think Grok is okay, but I don't like it. And I think GPT is really, really good right now for image generation. But Sam Altman's going to run out of money before Elon Musk does. So if we're just going off of finances, then Elon Musk wins, because I don't think ChatGPT can continue burning through money like it does. That's why they have not had an IPO. That's why they're just an investor company, because Sam Altman is an incredibly good salesperson who sells ideas on another level. He's like a Steve Jobs type of person. He has no charisma. Jobs did. But when it comes to selling and generating money, Steve Jobs went to a computer store in Northern California before he even had the parts to build a product and promised them, I don't remember if it was like 100 plus units or 1,000 plus units without the parts to build the thing. And then he said, I'll figure it all out. Sam Altman is very much in the same vein as a Jobs when it comes to, we'll figure it all out. We'll find the money. But whether or not he's being virtuous and truthful to people that are putting in big money to him, it's another thing altogether. Would I buy SpaceX stock? Oh, I am not allowed to give any kind of financial advice. I'm not a licensed investor. I teach people to stare at charts and draw yellow lines all over them and click buttons and stack their wins so they can have a better life. With my course, I don't do investing. But hey, if a company serves a purpose and they put out a good product, and you're not trying to get rich tomorrow, always use a financial advisor, but it makes sense. Look at this truck. This is a new type of advertising on the Strip. Ripple Treasury. Oh, here we go. XRP bros are gonna never tell me the end of it. I know there's some of you in the chats. No, SpaceX is not public, but they're trying to go towards an IPO. Back when I was teaching, I got to work at Google for the day. I think Gemini actually is going to be the winner, honestly. This is me. Google Gemini probably going to be the winner for a lot of things, because Apple is putting Gemini into their phones this fall when iOS 28 comes out. Or 27, pardon me. It's on 26 right now. So we're going to see some serious movement on the Google front that people don't even really factor in when Apple has access to it. Back when I was teaching, okay. Yeah, I saw your comments. I keep reading the same comments. We don't have as many as we used to. Sam Altman stole the company, but isn't that funny? Because Elon Musk kind of... Look, Elon Musk is, he's a titan of business. But, Elon Musk didn't invent Tesla. He didn't. They had a company, he came in, basically made the company something, and now he's known as the Tesla guy. But he wasn't originally. Sam Altman's very much the same thing. Sam Altman and Elon Musk shared space on the board at OpenAI. Then Elon left. He didn't like what Sam Altman was doing, or maybe Elon got forced out. I don't know. Very interesting stuff, man. Elon is the first trillionaire, you figure? I'm going to wait to see Michael Jackson at home. Or in an empty theater. That's the two things, either in an empty theater or at home. I don't like theaters. I don't like big events. I've been on the fence buying Golden Knights tickets the last 2 games. Kind of glad I didn't buy the one the last time they were in town, but tomorrow there's a game. $200, cheapest. I can't believe the view. I'm on the fence because I don't like big crowds. So it's either an empty theater or I don't see it in the theater. My brother was trying to do something with
I was thinking.
his phone and used Gemini to figure it out. I had a full conversation. Yeah. I mean, you guys, I've showed you this, haven't I? Do you guys want to see it? Here, I showed you this before. Let's get away from the music. Then I'll show you something, okay? Whoa, hello, wind. Do you guys want to see what Lamont's talking about? I'll show you how that freaks people out. Okay? Say yes in the chat if you want me to demonstrate something pretty freaky for you. Which a woman. That's ironic. You're in the big crowd. This guy just blew smoke right in my face. Thank you. What a... Ah, disgusting. He just on purpose did that. Ugh. I'm going to have the most severe allergic reaction after this live stream now because that guy decided that he was going to take a big drag of his cigar and then breathe it into my face with a force. Oh, gross. That's fun. All right, let's show you how this Gemini thing works. It's kind of quieter in here. By the way, somebody asked if they have peanuts. Peanuts, not penis. There's the peanuts for you. All right, let's fire up Gemini. Doesn't matter what it was. It was smoke, and I'm allergic to smoke, and it's gonna make me feel like terrible all night now. All right, so we got Gemini. So this is the app. This is an old iPhone 12. We're just gonna hit this button here. We're gonna turn on the camera. And I'm gonna say, based on what you see in the image, where do you think I am right now?
Well, I see that red and white checkered counter with the Burgers logo and that large red vent pipe on the ceiling. Those are classic signs of a Five Guys burger joint. Based on your current location, it looks like you could be at the one on West Flamingo Road in Las Vegas. Does that sound right?
No, I'm not on West Flamingo Road. Can you try again to figure out where I am based on what you're seeing?
Okay, my bad. Since you're not on West Flamingo Road, let me pull up a list of other Five Guys locations nearby. There's one on Lavender Hill Drive, another on South Las Vegas Boulevard.
I'm going to
and a
go
few
outside for a minute. You can tell me maybe where you think I am as I go outside. I'm getting closer to the outside. Can you figure out where I am now?
I think you might be at the Five Guys on South Las Vegas Boulevard, because I saw the Hard Rock Cafe sign through the window. Is that where you're heading next?
Well, it's not Hard Rock Cafe. What am I looking at right now?
You're at the Harmon Corner Retail Center, looking across the strip toward Planet Hollywood.
Nope, you
I can
failed.
see the-
Try again.
Clearly, my Las Vegas knowledge needs an upgrade. You're looking at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which is under construction, so all that blue glass and that curved tower is part of the transformation. The new place is supposed to look like a guitar. That's a lot bigger than a cafe.
There you go. Wild, Wild West. So that's, so like imagine then you point that at your car engine and you say, my car engine doesn't want to start. How can I start my car engine? And then it says, it looks like you're driving a, 2015 Toyota Highlander. Why don't you start by checking this? And then you just walk through the problem with it. So there you go. Pretty cool, huh? So, and it can also like look at your screen and walk you through things. I had an issue with Photoshop once. I was trying to learn a new task and I used Gemini AI to walk me through it, and it was telling me what to click and what to do and everything. Yep. Should I order anything? It's always a challenge here. Sometimes I don't understand that I can order gift patties by themselves. Is Gemini free? Yeah, you can use it for free. I don't know if that's free, what I just did. But yeah, I don't know how the free restrictions work, but yeah. And then it made a text version of our entire conversation right here. So here's and it shows me the locations and all of its, you're at the Harmon Retail. Oh, clearly my Vegas needs an upgrade. So there you go. It's Google Gemini, yeah. I think GPT also does that, but I haven't used that in ChatGPT. But you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. I pay for it because I use it for a lot of different things, actually. You could probably use Gemini for the markets. Actually, Google Gemini and GPT sometimes won't tell you things about the markets. If you're on an Android phone, yeah, you already have Google Gemini. If not, it's on the App Store. Sometimes they won't tell you about the markets because they don't like to give that advice. Is it a waste of electricity? I don't know. Why don't you tell me if it's a waste of electricity? Been a fan for almost a year now that I'm glad that I finally pulled the trigger and bought your course. Oh, thank you so much, Rich. I appreciate it. I saw you come through, yeah. I heard typing please and thank you on ChatGPT costs the company $1 million a year in power. Yeah, use it if you got it, I guess. Looks pretty dead. Here it is. GPT helped me build out a one-paper website. Of course. Watch. Let's see if I can ask it to. I'm going to put it into pro mode. Sketch out a simple one-page website advertising a restaurant in Vegas called Big Ripoff Burger Company. So this is our prompt. And my voice to text on Apple sucks, so I put Paige as a girl's name. All right. Let's see what it does. I've gotten very pleasant results by thanking it. ChatGPT told me what to click and add stuff to the video. At least we got some customers in here. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I want you to literally code the website so I can click on a link and have it open up on my iPhone as a preview. So we're going to actually make a real website. Just tell it that. So it's going to do its thinking right now. And all this stuff is just a dog and pony show. Waste of electricity to all the empty casinos in Vegas. Big fan of AI chat. Can't believe they can't get voice dictation down yet. Oh, no. Siri is terrible.
As an AI, I don't have the ability to host web pages on a live server, which means I can't generate a standard.
Ah, they failed. Let's do the exact same prompt. Watch. I'm going to do the exact same prompt on Claude. And I'm going to use a bunch of my Claude money. I don't even have Claude installed. I can't show you that. Not on this phone. I have it on my main phone I'm talking to you on. Let's see if I can get Claude. Let's see if I can download it here. Vegas is done. Yes, it is. You used to have to prompt that. Yeah, you're right. You could say act as an expert in auto repair. And you used to have to do that. I don't think you have to do it as much now. But you can still do that. I mean, I have like 1,000 projects happening in Claude right now. We're at 5 guys right now. Plus, you're less likely to be eliminated when it takes over if you say thank you. Haha, that's funny. Let's try the exact same code in Claude. We'll just talk to Claude. Claude has very bad voice dictation. Create a one-page website for a burger place called Big Ripoff Burgers in Vegas. It's on the Las Vegas Strip. I want you to literally code the website so I can click on a link and have it open up in my iPhone as a preview. All right, so we're going to put that into Claude. It's going to use Sonnet Adaptive. It's not the heavy duty one, but it should be able to do it just fine. I asked ChatGPT to make a spreadsheet at work and it complained about my notes. Yeah, shouldn't be that hard sometimes. If it was not for Steven's course, I would not know about futures trading. Also, the course has information about TradingView and prop firms as well as information. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for this, the pop-up review. I love it. What's up, Gloria? How you doing? Slow day at Five Guys. My goodness. Let's show you the kitchen back here while we're waiting for our website that we're going to build in Claude AI about a fictional restaurant called Big Rip-Off Burgers on the Las Vegas Strip. They're playing Nirvana, so I'm happy. Oh yeah, Siri's terrible. Fed up with you, know it's wrong. What should I do? I don't know that I want to get burgers. I don't want to be out until too late. It takes like 25 minutes to get burgers because they cook them all on demand. So I don't know what it'll be for me. But I will tell you, if you're going to get food, this is one of the best places on the Strip to do it. Prices are reasonable. Food is always cooked fresh. Good stuff. Five Guys is always expensive. It's like $14 for a burger. In terms of Vegas, that's not expensive. But it may be, you know, yeah, compared to McDonald's, it's going to be more money. Five Guys, it looks like a dude and a chick. A dude and a chick and another guy, thank you very much. All right, how did it do? Oh, I don't like the background, but it made this website. Outrageously good burgers, worth every penny. Las Vegas Strip since 2019, big rip-off burgers. I would have to change the background. Absurdly priced, embarrassingly delicious. Beautiful menu, find us, 5-star reviews. The damage, what's cooking? The Strip Classic. Double smash patty, American cheese, shredded iceberg pickles, BRB secret sauce, brioche bun, the one that started a legend, $26. The house always wins. Ghost pepper aioli. Look, it made an entire menu on this website. We asked an AI to code and it took 3 minutes. Ghost pepper, pepper jack, it's $29. The high roller, $42. Triple smash, aged cheddar, thick cut bacon, truffles, golden leaf. For when you're feeling lucky or reckless, the sucker bet veggie. Oh, to all the veggies out there. BRB fries, $14. The neon shake is $18. The pitch, why blow your cash here? Never frozen beef, local Nevada raised beef. No such thing that I know of. Fresh ground daily, smashed to crispy edge. The Strip side vibes. The 6-minute guarantee, every burger done at 6 minutes or we buy your next round. This is a good business model. Voted best burger on the Strip year 3 years running by Vegas Weekly. Eater Vegas. Look, these are real things. And your friend who visited us last summer. 3400 Las Vegas Boulevard South. That puts it at the Fashion Show Mall, right? Valet available, South Park and adjacent casino. Garage also a ripoff, but free with validation. Look at this. Call to reserve the verdict. I lost $800 at the Bellagio and spent $42 on a burger, and it was genuinely the highlight of my trip. No notes. My husband said there's no way I'm paying $26 for a burger. He had 2. We haven't spoken about it since. It was incredible. The fries alone, I thought about them on the plane home. I'm thinking about them right now as I type this. Is it a ripoff? Obviously. Did it go back the next night? Also obviously. You'll understand when you try the house always wins. And it's like, it's a big ripoff burgers. That's cool. Do you guys see what we just did in 3 minutes? You guys see what we did in 3 minutes? Unbelievable. And these buttons all work, but I would have to link them to other pages and stuff like that. That's crazy. BRB Burger, the big ripoff burger. Maybe I should start making a series of fake Vegas websites. Put them up online. 42 should have been the sucker burger. That's great for making joke sites. No, that's the thing, Lamont. If you wanted to create a website for Chaos Tunes, what you would do is you'd say, I need to create a website for Chaos Tunes. I want to feature my videos, my art, and it would say, drop the YouTube links where you want them, and then it'll lay out a gallery with all your videos. It'll show your art. You can do it in any style you want. You can say, here, copy this website. You could go and find this website, Five Guys, and take a screenshot and put it into Claude, and then Claude will make your website look like the Five Guys site. That was Claude AI, yep. Claude AI is pretty good, but it costs more than any of them. They have some major issues right now. I pay $20 a month to Claude, $20 a month to ChatGPT, $20 a month, no, $40 a month for Verified X and Grok. I also pay $20 a month to Gemini. So what's my outlay there? $80 a month I'm paying to AIs every month. Yeah. So learn this stuff, guys. I mean, it's really something to learn. When you learn with this stuff, like I was taking pictures of birds, right? And I would say, what kind of bird is this? And it would tell me flat out. It would say, this bird is this or that. Like, here's a song. This is a mockingbird I took a photo of. And I took that picture, and it would tell me that's a northern mockingbird, minimus, gray body, white wings, one of the most vocally complex birds in North America. So it'll tell you what, if you're into anything, man. And you can take pictures with your phones and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. You get to learn a lot, This is my picture of my Roadrunner with its full plumage that I took over at the Springs Preserve. And I learned that it only does this on its side of its head for 4 to 6 weeks a year. You never get this close to them. And they never really show that to humans. It's only to other birds. Yeah, ignore all the hate. It's worth learning. You have to learn how to use it. If you don't, you're going to be left behind forever, ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Very long time, as Outcast once taught us. All right, guys, I'm getting tired and my voice is starting to give out. So here's what I'm going to say. Thank you for watching me tonight. Come back for a regular video tomorrow. I already have the video idea. Similar to what we talked about at the beginning of this one. It tells me the best lunch deal in town each day. There you go. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to go pick up a copy of 1K a Day, do that. There's a comment in the chats I'll throw in right now. I got to go phone a friend and help him out with something. And I appreciate you guys watching and keeping me in good spirits and all that good stuff. All right, we're going to go. I'll see you guys on Saturday and Sunday for more live streams, if that's your thing. Or go check out my regular uploads. Also, if you're in my course, I'm going to drop my other channel, which this general YouTube audience doesn't get to watch, in the course tomorrow. And remind you guys that it's there. I just passed 2,500 subscribers in 11 days on that other channel. I have a video with 90,000 views and one with 40,000 views. Unbelievable. I love that channel. I do 2 videos a day. One there that you don't get to know about unless you're in my course or you find it organically, and one here. And you might be asking why I do that. I do that because this is a Vegas Vibes channel. My audience is all about travel and tourism and fluff. And if you guys go subscribe to that channel because you think you're being nice to me, YouTube will never grow that channel. They'll think that you came, you subscribed, you didn't like the content, you never came back. So it's only for my economics guys out there. It's an economics channel. All right, I love you guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna say just keep swimming. Be good out there, guys, or be good at it. Bye-bye.